Pistons fans, what's going on? It's your boy King, man. We are right here. It is 1 day away from the NBA draft. We have so much to unravel, man. It's been so much going on around the league right now. A lot of trades happening. Troy Weaver is on the clock in 24 hours, man. We are here. It's time to take the next step to move forward with this franchise. Let's dig in. So let's dig in, man. Troy Weaver is 24 hours away to being on the clock, to changing this franchise and moving it forward in the next step of this restoration process, man. Will we take a young player? Will we trade? There's so many possibilities. Like I said, a lot of trades going on. The Bradley Beal goes to the Suns. Man, a lot of trade discussions, a lot of inquiries, all types of things, even including our own team, man. So the Pistons also been interested in Tobias Harris. That was the latest thing that I just seen on Twitter. So, man, it's just been so interesting. This is the draft of the trade, man. The top end of that draft is very important. You're hearing teams are locked to this player, locked to that player. Houston's married to Amen. You got Charlotte married to Brandon Miller instead of going with Scoot. What is going on, man? It's so much, right? So Troy Weaver, this is a very, very important part of the restoration. We are right here in the middle of that period of the restoration, man. So Troy Weaver has to be careful with this situation. You don't want to, I would say, do anything irrational. You don't want to jump off the edge and say, hey, listen, man, we got to speed this thing up. You know what I'm saying? You start rushing and you go out and get in. You don't want to do what Stan Van Gundy did. You know what I'm saying? So obviously we see the rumors out there about Zion Williamson. Some people are for it, some people are not. Myself personally, I want no parts of it. I want to know parts of Blake Griffin. Hey, you remember that, right? So, you know, like I said, he has so many different directions that he can go. So, I mean, tomorrow is going to be so pivotal. It's going to be so fun, man. Make sure you guys are tuned in to this channel and on social media. If you're following me on Facebook or if you're following me on Twitter, make sure you guys are tuned in and get ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow we'll be going live from the Soaring Eagle Casino in Mount Pleasant, courtesy of Team 84. Herman Moore and his team, man, Lions Nation Unite, blessed me with a great opportunity to come out there and host a live show for you guys, man. We're going to have some really special guests there. Make sure you're following Soaring Eagle Casino on Facebook. Herman Moore himself will be doing giveaways. A Pistons Herman Moore jersey will be given away. Also other things, man. So make sure you guys are tuned in. Mo Peterson will be there. Greg Kelser will be there. Tim McCormick will be there, man. And many, many more. You guys can also come and hang out. If you're anywhere close in that area, or if you want to take the drive to Mount Pleasant, man, and come kick it with us and hang out, man, hey, come do it. We'll be in the sports book room in the Ascend. So make sure you guys are there. We're going to have a party. Okay. We're going to have a party. Man, but it's going to be fun, man. I'll have my special host with me, being Downtown Deuce, creator of Destination Restoration and Baton. Also, I will have my brother with me from DSN. Used to be We Three Kings, but it's DSN now. Big Willie Styles will be there as well. So make sure you guys tune in. We're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow. It's a very important part of this franchise moving forward. So, man, let's talk a little bit about the players. Wait, hold up. Before we talk about the players, let's take a look at the sponsor. Hey, what's up, guys? Just wanted to take an opportunity to thank my sponsor for this video, Factor. If you guys don't know what Factor is a food prepping company that delivers food right to your doorstep for your convenience, man. It alleviates all the stress, especially for me personally. Being a content creator, working a 9-to-5 job is very difficult at times. You don't always have time to create meals or meal prep throughout the week. Well, Factor takes care of all of that 27 different meals, 34 add-ons, also 4 to 18 meals available per week. I've been using it for the last couple of months and it's been great for me. So with that said, also if you are on a workout journey or if you're on an intense diet, they also have nutritional drinks that come in the clutch for guys like me. I've been on a diet lately. I've been dropping some pounds. Your boy's trying to lose some weight. And these smoothies taste great, man. These drinks taste great. You guys definitely need to check this out. It's a great opportunity and it's very convenient for not only you, but anyone in your family, man. So if you're interested, use my link in the description section, or you can use this code on the website and get yourself 50% off your first order box. With that said, let's get back. All right, you guys, once again, thanks to my sponsors, Factor 75, man. If you guys are interested, man, make sure you use my links. It helps support my channel through my sponsorship. And once again, thank you to that. Listen, man, Cam Whitmore, still my top guy. You know, I don't really have the top 5. I don't. It's top 4 for me right now. You know, I did have Taylor Hendricks in there, man, but I just don't see the Detroit Pistons making that move unless we you know, decide to trade and take a few moves, take a few picks back. So, you know, right now it's still the same. Cam Whitmore, Jarris Walker, the Thompson twins, man. You're seeing rumors out there with the Thompson twins. You know, the Pistons trying to do that combination here in Detroit. You know, it's a rumor. There's a lot of smoke screens during draft times, whether it's the NBA or NFL. So, you don't know where a team is really going to go, man. You don't know what to believe and, you know, what's really valid out there. So I trust my sources, though, and I still think if the option is available to get Cam at 5, I think the Detroit Pistons take it. To me, he still checks most of the boxes. He has the most boxes checked for me watching film. Man, listen, Cam is... his size, man, his body, the strength, pause, his body, the strength, man. Listen, to be that big and to be his size, he has an elite first step. I've watched time and time again this man be able to create space and get himself open for open shots, but also blow by guys and get to the basket and use that body and use that strength, man. Up under the proper coaching staff, especially what we have now, I think he would absolutely flourish. That is why he's still my #1 guy. He's only 18 years old. I mean, man. The Thompson twins, on the other hand, both 20-year-olds. You know, like I said, I vary with the age thing. But with the Thompson twins, if they both were combined, they would be such a more complete player, right? You know what I'm saying? But with the Thompson twins, man, you know, me personally, I would prefer a man over a sir. A lot of people would prefer a sir. So like I said, with me, I don't think you can go wrong with either or. They both could find a way to help what we have here in Detroit. Me personally, I love Jarris Walker as my #2 guy. Listen, we need defense. Bad. We need good defense. Really good defense. Jarris has that on a pretty high level, man. Very, very high IQ when it comes to defense. Great timing when he's down there in that paint going against bigs. The ability to find other teammates is something that's not talked about enough with Jarris Walker. It looks like he has the ability to be a solid shooter. We've seen Stu, the mechanics always were there with Stu, and we've seen him take a bigger sample of shots. And, you know, some of us are starting to be more confident to say, hey, Stu is going to be a guy that can stretch the floor. I see the same with Jarris. When it comes to the shooting mechanics, I have no complaints whatsoever. But, you know, a lot of people still get hung up on picking him at #5. You know, me, I'm not a number guy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you picked him here and that. And, you know, listen, that's casual fan conversation for me. If somebody you like, that's who you like. We've seen the Detroit Lions and Dan Campbell do it when he took a running back at 12 for you football fans in here. If it's somebody you like, you go and get who you like, Troy Weaver. And if he's a guy that you like, that's who you draft. You know what I'm saying? So, and if we draft him, I wouldn't be upset at all. So, none of these guys will make me upset. Let's just get that out of the way. To me, it's no wrong answer. The only right answer is who Troy Weaver wants to go with his core. That's the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. Listen, man, you see people doing it in videos. You see people on social media say, hey, man, we won 17 games. Listen, it's sad that I even have to say this again. Bro, we secured the tank last season. We went for Wemby. It didn't work out. Okay? After the injuries, we went in tank mode. Simple and plain. I don't know why that's hard to figure out. All the injuries that we had, the extended injuries, wink, wink, the extended injuries that we had. Come on now. Come on. We're not as bad as you're making us seem. You act like we really tried to win 7 games. We act like 17 games. You act like we won 17 games with a full roster. Our entire starting lineup damn near was on the bench. So, wow. Man, it's fan base at times, right? So, you know, when you're looking at the situation we have right now, you have we have our big three. We do. We just have to take the time and let them turn into it. So right now you're going to get some veterans. You're going to get more young help around them to turn it into that. Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duran. You heard how Monty Williams talked about Jalen Duran. You know what type of dog he is. Well, he's going to get an opportunity to play with Cade Cunningham, to play again with Ivy in year 2. So to me, boom, you have that. Now you're bringing talent around that's going to help what you have already, what you have established. Because when you look at the good teams over the last decades, the Suns, the Golden State Warriors, this is how they did it, through the draft. And they gave them time to turn into what they turned into. Hell, we just watched a guy that was drafted during a damn commercial in the 2nd round with an NBA championship, along with a guy in Murray that they also waited for through injury. Sometimes you just have to let the process be the process. You got to let the restoration be the restoration, man. You can't hit fast forward because, I'm tired of looking at losing. Bro, listen, let them whine. We got to do what we got to do and do it right and be, on task and not rush and do nothing crazy. That's all I just don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that again. Let's say again. So, Troy Weaver, man, I can't explain how important it is, man, for him to go out and take care of business tomorrow and during, the free agency period, man, through trades. He still has a lot of work to do, but we do have our core pieces here on this team already, even though some of y'all tried to turn on them and ready to trade people and God, dog. You got to make some moves, man. But when it comes to those 3, I think you secure. I think you secure. Let's give them an opportunity to be on the court together first. Can we do that, ladies and gentlemen? Is that too much to ask from a Pistons fans that went to multiple games last season and watched them in person, who watches every single game of the season, who actually watches the team instead of the score box and the stats? Understands the situation? Can I do that for you? Please allow me to. I would love to. So with that said, man, let's get ready for tomorrow. Again, make sure you guys tune in. It's going to be a great time, man. And I'll see you guys in Mount Pleasant, man. Peace.
Wow. Black-owned shoe store. Culture. My culture, though. Let me see what they talking about in here. What's up, little dog? You good? Y'all got something here for me? I'm talking about exclusive. They got all the dunks? How many dunks they got? Something like these. Y'all got a little vibe in here. They buying shoes, selling shoes. It feels like the culture. They dunking on people. Oh, they doing TikTok. They looking out for the kids. Oh man, this is great, man. Oh, they got all the races working here. It just really feels like culture. You're looking for a black-owned shoe store to get some real drip at? Come up here to Culture Detroit, man. That's what the streets been missing. Welcome home, fam.